We talk a lot about the entertainment industry, be it TV, movies, comic books, video games, and about how they have lost their way. Well, one person who's been talking about it for a very long time, longer than I've been on YouTube, is Eric July. And he decided he's going to do something about it. He decided that he's going to create his own universe, his own entertainment sphere, his own comic book series. And it's all going to be in this universe called the Rippaverse. Eric July, Young Rippa 59, a dude I know very well. And he's finally ready to launch this thing. By the time this video probably goes live, it'll mean in the morning. In the morning on July 11th, Eric July is finally going to launch the Rippaverse. And I've got this article here from Geeks and Gamers that gives us a little bit of background on this that I wanted to talk about from Alex over on Geeks and Gamers. Eric July is joining a revolution, and he's coming out of the gate as a general. After teasing a foray into comic books for some time, July has officially announced Rippaverse Comics, his self-created comic line. If you watch his YouTube videos or his podcast for canon's sake, you've heard him talk extensively about the state of comic books today, particularly Marvel and DC, how they've devolved from mythic storytelling to vessels for left-wing politics and social narratives, how they've turned on their fans to a degree that they outright insult them and tell them not to buy the books. But like a few others, July is stepping up to the plate with his money and creativity and giving hungry fans an alternative. Watch the announcement video below, and we are going to watch that. We're going to watch this. I watched it the first time on Twitter. That thing got over 100,000 views in a heartbeat over on Twitter. But this is the website. There will be a link to this in the description below. Go check out Rippaverse.com. You sign up here, get in the email list, get notified for all the updates, because this thing's going live in the morning, and you might miss out on your chance to get this first printing of the first official comic in the Rippaverse. But with all that being said, let's watch this video.
I'm Eric July, founder, owner, and writer. Welcome to the Rippaverse. The Rippaverse is the result of a comic book lifer that wanted to be a part of the solution instead of always griping about the problem. Now, don't get me wrong, this was always a part of my aspirations. However, the current climate...
I'm going to stop it right here and just like look at the art, because one thing this had to be was high quality. Eric knew that, and Eric is making sure that this shit is going to be the highest quality. That is what we would expect from, you know, if we're buying a premium product, we expect art like this.
It certainly sped things up. You've watched some of your favorite comic book characters be bastardized to the point to where they're completely unrecognizable. They're just used as career stepping stones for a lot of writers that don't care about the lore. Some even despise their fans. Those are people that just want to tell stories that represent their social political views, even if they don't make sense for the characters that they're writing. And of course, these mega corporations that control these properties don't exactly make it easy for you to get in and understand what's canon. So maybe it's time for something new. We are a comic book company first and foremost that will never be forgotten no matter how big this venture gets. And we are guided by a set of principles known as the Rippaverse ethic. You will find this on a page in every single book that we release. And it's a set of standards that we certainly want you to hold us to.
I love that, because right off the bat, knowing, like, Rippa knows what the fans want. He knows what our complaints are because he is a fan. This is a dude who's got long boxes upon long boxes upon long boxes at his house of all these comic books. And he's had a lot of gripes and a lot of complaints specifically for the people that are making them. So as someone who understands that, and someone who's supposed to be making this for the fans, the fact that he's going to make sure you can hold him accountable on a page in every single comic that releases is phenomenal.
There are three main things that we will always emphasize. Number one, respect the customer.
What a novel fucking idea, right? Holy shit.
Aren't owed your dollar, but we love to have you as longtime supporters. It's going to be up to us to keep you interested and invested. Now, anytime there's passion involved, there's going to be...
Yeah, is this me? Is this supposed to be a character to represent me? Rippa, I see an angry white man. I asked for a character to represent me. I may have found him. I don't know.
Those conflicts, but we'll respect you. So as long as you respect us, it's all about reciprocity. Our second point of emphasis is canon and continuity. This is an ever-expanding universe. There's going to be many of characters that will be introduced. But when you buy a book from us, you own a piece of history. It matters. These events will not be erased by way of time travel or some multiversal aspect.
And for me, that's a huge thing, because I know I am very upfront and honest about the fact that, I care far more about a lot of canon and continuity stuff than the average normie does. That's just me. That's who I am. That's how I've always been, probably because I've got so into like reading novels and Star Wars books and stuff like that from an early age. That's just where my head's at. I care a lot more about canon and continuity than the average person does. So the fact that that's a guiding principle of this is massive.
And number 3, a comprehensive timeline. No matter when you jump into this space, we want to make it easy for you to get caught up on some characters that you're interested in, so we're going to keep the reboots to a minimum. Now don't worry, we know that picking up the pieces is part of the fun, so we're not going to exactly hold your hand. And while I personally value liberty, we're not going to beat you over the head with on-the-nose current politics and current narratives that will completely contradict what it is that we're trying to do here. So whether you're into our main character in our first book, Isum, or you're into Yaira, or you're interested in all of them, will certainly have you as a customer. Your ethnic background or genetic makeup is wholly irrelevant to us.
I saw some people that got like very upset about that thought that was something offensive. What that means is it does not matter. Like, anyone that comes into this is going to be able to identify with these characters, because these characters are about more than just their fucking skin color. It's not going to be advertised to you that way.
Now, previously being part of comic book fandoms myself, I understand the importance of them. We'll do our jobs to preserve the sanctity on the business end, and we hope you will help us preserve a more healthy and thriving fandom. If we manage to do that, we're going to be very competitive in this market, and we're going to make our mark on this industry. We're not going to be perfect. Errors will be made, but we won't let that stop us from being great. So visit Rippaverse.com, where we have our own unique store that is tailor-made for our audience. A lot of our stuff will be released in campaign format with limited edition items, and once they're gone, they're gone. We'll be making books that expand across many different genres, so I'm very confident that we'll have something that is right for you in a series that you'll make your favorite. And one last thing. I started this company with no external investors, and that's something that I like to remain true. Sure, we want to expand in many different avenues, video games, animation, maybe even live action movies, but not if it means selling off assets. We only answer to the customer. We don't want to make the same mistake as the other guys.
Man, how exciting is that? How crazy is it to be excited for something, excited for a new universe, excited to dig into it and all the possibilities that there are? So again, go to Rippaverse.com. Go sign up to be notified about this. Should be going live tomorrow. I'll probably put this video out tonight, so it should be tomorrow morning. I am excited as hell for this, and I'm proud of my man, Eric July. Again, a man who is extremely confident and extremely competent with everything that he does. And I have no doubts that this is going to be a massive, massive success. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.